Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. It is Cinco de Mayo. It is very humid outside. Adam and I are still here in Tampa area. Actually, we're in Clearwater right now because we stopped at a place called Knee Deep Coffee Shop. It's like a family owned, I think it's actually owned by a father and son. And I got a cheese Danish, which looks delightful. They had so much like keto stuff inside and a beautiful mural and all kinds of wonderful coffee and breakfast options, keto and non-keto. And I got their monthly mystery coffee flavor, which she said was honey nut, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And it's wonderful. It's almost like pumpkin spice, but not too sweet. It's delightful. So where are we going next?
I think we're going to the beach, right? Cannot wait.
Yeah, so we went to the beach yesterday for a very short period of time, just because we wanted to, because we were right there. We decided we had to go back. I never get a beach day, and he never gets a beach day.
Oh.
So we're gonna go to the beach for a short while today. It's early in the morning. It's just now 9, so we're gonna go for maybe an hour or two till we get to Sandy, but we do have sunscreen. We've got bathing suits. I have a brand new rash guard that I bought yesterday, so I'm really excited to go sit in the sun and sit in the sand and play in the water because the water was so warm yesterday. It was wonderful. So we're going to the beach now. All right, so we found a parking lot and we have parked the car. We have paid to park over here at this kiosk thing. And there's a restaurant here, there's a restaurant over there, so we've got options if we get hungry. But I think for now, we're gonna find a place to camp out on the beach. I noticed when we were here yesterday that the beach was really clean, but they have a machine out here that's like raking all the crap, junk, litter, dirt, well, things that don't belong up. I've also got a tractor moving jet skis around, but like this is why the beach is so clean. All right, we've already seen some dolphins, but there are more dolphins out here, and this one dives a little deeper and comes up a little bit less than the others did this morning. It is just now 12 o'clock, high noon. We've been here almost 3 hours. Well, maybe 2.5 hours, but we've swam a couple of times. My watch rings are really happy with me and I've closed them, like my move and my exercise ring. But I think we're gonna leave the beach. We got to see some dolphins this morning. We made friends with a strange old lady. But right now I'm just very, very happy to have been on the beach today, and no sunburn in sight, for me anyway. Well, we went back home, I took a shower, I think he took a shower, changed clothes so I'm not salty or sandy or itchy anymore, and now we're at the grocery store because it is Cinco de Mayo and we need to do some grocery shopping so we can make some things for Cinco de Mayo for dinner tonight. I'm going to be making el Tapatio, which is steak, bacon, onions, cheese, and like it's all in a skillet, sort of like fajitas but different. I'm also gonna be making some white queso and some guacamole. I'm really excited about it, but we need to go to the grocery store first. We're gonna start at Aldi, and if Aldi doesn't have everything, we will go to Publix next. But I always like to start at Aldi because they have fresh stuff, cheap stuff, and I don't know, I just love shopping at Aldi. So we're gonna start here. Okay, Aldi was for sure a win. We did so well in there. They had filet steaks, it's like a special weekly meal or weekly meat special, whatever. Amazing price. We got almost everything except for white queso, because I'm just gonna use the white Velveeta because it's not bad. I'm not a big fan of the plain Velveeta, but I like the white queso blanco. What else do we need? We need tortillas and Coke, because they only had Diet Coke in here. I was reminded of something in there and I kind of made a fool out of myself. I don't really care, but I have a question for you. Chocolate sprinkles. You call them chocolate sprinkles.
Yes.
I call them chocolate sprinkles. I have met people recently who call them Jimmies. I've never heard them called that before, but now I can't unlearn that, so I need to know, What do you call chocolate sprinkles? Do you call them chocolate sprinkles or do you call them jimmies? I'm so curious. On to Publix because we've got a few more things to go get. I also need fuel. And then we're going home and we're gonna get started making food and I'm so excited.
And a key lime pie.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that's on the list.
Yeah, we need a key lime pie. Because this dude doesn't like lime. We're gonna make him like it.
Deal.
All right, we're home now. Also, Emma's home. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
So we went to the grocery store. We brought home all kinds of goodies like cilantro and steak. And I've already set some things out. We've got a can of chipotle peppers that I had already opened like a long time ago, and this was what was in the freezer. I pulled it out so it could defrost. But I'm about to start the queso blanco. Warming up because we can snack on this all night, and that's kind of my plan. So I want to heat this up first, and then I will make my guacamole. I don't know that I'm going to do anything to doctor this up. I think I'm just going to heat it up, and if I do anything, it will be to add a little bit of jalapeno or, I don't know, garlic or something to it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll tell you what happens, but I doubt anything exciting is going to happen to this queso. All right, starting on the guac. So first you have to get the avocados out of their little shells. That one's beautiful. And if you've never cut an avocado, you cut it in half around the pit, stab, twist, and it comes out. Ta-da. So after you've halved your avocado, you want to scoop everything out. I'm just going to go in and kind of cut it up into little chunks first. I like to have a little bit more of a chunky guac instead of like a runny guac, so I don't mash it all first. I'll just give it like a rough chop in the bowl, sort of like that, which kind of gets it started breaking up, but it's not so runny. So when I'm making my guac, I use a couple of shortcuts just because I prefer that. So instead of cutting my own onion and my own tomato, my own jalapeno, my own cilantro, I buy home or store-made pico de gallo. Now you can make this yourself. You don't have to do this, but I just think this is a really nice shortcut. So I just buy this stuff from the store and scoop a bunch of it in there. Just like that. And then that's happy. And then the other shortcut that I use that gets a lot of flavor into the guacamole, if I can open the jar, is salsa verde, which I really like to put in my guac because sometimes if you get like a avocado that's not quite ripe and it's really hard, this will help make your guacamole a little more runny and less stiff, so it's better for dipping. Now it's time to mash. Now, like I said, I like to leave my guacamole a little bit chunky because this is how my mom prefers to eat it. So I will have big chunks of avocado like this guy, and Mom likes that. What we do now is we taste test. So this might need salt, it might need lime juice, it might need additional garlic, it might need more cilantro. So you put this on a chip and you eat it, and if you're happy with it, leave it alone. If you think it needs salt, obviously add that. If you think it needs garlic, grate a clove or two into it. If you think it needs lime juice, that's always a good idea because it will help keep it fresh looking. If you don't think it needs any lime and you want to keep it fresh for a while, get a sheet of like plastic wrap and then press it down to the top of it. Don't leave like space. Take your plastic wrap and touch it to the skin. Smooth it out so there's no air trapped under here, and that will keep it from turning brown until you take the plastic wrap off and start eating it, and then you should eat it and it will disappear pretty quick. So I have cut up our meat. So this is just like a steak that actually was thin cut, but I just had to roll it up and slice it into like fajita style meat pieces. And then I have our chipotle chilies, and I'm just kind of cutting these because I don't want the whole chilies in there. I want them cut up. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put most of this in here with the meat so it can sit and marinate for a little while. And what's left, and this is about 2 tablespoons. What's left I'm gonna cook with my fajita peppers when I put them on the stove, because this is gonna make them really yummy. Also, on the meat, I'm going to put one of these taco seasoning packets with the meat. I'm gonna let it sit while I cook the fajitas and the onions first, the peppers and the onions first. So I'm gonna cook the peppers first, then the onions, then the meat. All right, I got the bacon out of the oven. I did cook it at 400 for about 20 minutes. The fajitas are done and the steak is cooking and it smells so good. We're gonna let this cook until it's done and then we'll be ready to put it all together. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to build this, but I started with the beef on the bottom and then fajitas. Then I topped it with cheese, bacon, cilantro, some of the queso blanco, so more cheese. And I've got some guac over here and some salsa flavored chips from Aldi. These are really good. Yum, 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 yum. And I feel like there's only one place to eat something like this on Cinco de Mayo, and that is in the pool. So I have on my new rash guard from the Clearwater Marine Aquarium. I'm gonna take this and my margarita out to the pool, and I'm gonna eat my dinner. Well, it is late. We watched Galaxy Quest. You had never seen it before. What were your thoughts?
It was unbelievably funny. I cannot believe I have not seen it. I loved it like so much more than I expected. The cast was one of the things that made it.
Star-studded.
I feel like the entire movie, it's like, wait a second, I can't believe they're in it. I can't believe they're in it.
See, they call movies like star-studded cast. This was a star-encrusted cast of a movie. It was wonderful. Yeah. It's late, it's bedtime. We had key lime pie, Publix key lime pie. Mr. Key lime pie hater, thoughts?
So I told Auburn this earlier. I think the reason I don't like key lime pie is that in Alaska, like, we don't have, like, I live in Alaska, right? And so most of the key lime flavoring we get is like this artificial, it tastes like chemical.
Trash.
Yeah, it's trash. And so
it's fake.
This was like subtle and like a little tart and delicious. I loved it. In fact, there was also tiramisu that I had. I like the key lime pie more than the tiramisu, and that is shocking for me to say.
That is shocking. Well, Mom and Emma cleaned up the kitchen, and I'm really grateful to them for doing that. Smokey's over here eating her bedtime cookie, because we give them like milk bones at bedtime, and it's way after 10. What is it?
Muy bueno Cinco de Mayo.
It is 10:51. It's late on Cinco de Mayo, so it is bedtime. So we're gonna end the night. I'm gonna end this vlog. You guys will see me in another video really, really soon.